A mother of four, married 5 times, and now accused of murder. The trial of Sarah Hartsfield begins Monday in Chambers County, where she faces charges in the insulin overdose death of her husband of less than a year.
There is a complex background to this case that we want to tell you about. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry has been following this from the very beginning. And you're live tonight, Bryce, in the newsroom with what we can expect.
Yeah, Daniela and Keith, this is a story with so many twists and turns. She, of course, is charged in her husband's death, but there are decades of allegations of crimes spanning multiple states that prosecutors are asking to bring up during this murder trial. We have not seen Sarah Hartsfield all year as she has sat behind bars in Chambers County with a $2 million bond, but she is expected to walk into this courthouse on Monday morning wearing street clothes. Prosecutors say she murdered her new husband, Joseph, using insulin, and they appear ready to paint a picture of a retired military veteran with a dark past. The state has lined up more than 70 witnesses, including medical experts, law enforcement, and all 4 of her children, as well as even some of the exes. They'll try to tell the jury about a 2018 shooting death of her former fiance in Minnesota, initially ruled self-defense, but now under a renewed investigation. In a message sent to me from her jail cell, she told me if she's guilty of anything, it's picking horrible husbands, and she's denied any wrongdoing to cause any untimely deaths. Perhaps some of the most compelling testimony during this trial could come from Joseph Hartsfield's family, who, according to records, has told investigators that he planned to leave Sarah in the weeks before his death and that he feared for his own safety. Daniela.
And Bryce, we know that jury selection will start on Monday morning, and the trial could last possibly up to 3 weeks. What do we know about a camera possibly being able to be inside that courtroom and possibly sequestering the jury as well?
So the judge has allowed 1 camera inside, but he's limiting the audio recording to only closing statements, closing arguments and the verdict. As for sequestering the jury, though, we don't know yet, but Sarah Hartsfield's defense attorney suggested earlier in a hearing that he might ask for that, considering the anticipated media coverage. Of course, we will be there in that courtroom every day, and we'll have expanded coverage with some of the big developments in this case on YouTube.
Okay, Bryce, thank you. And again, make sure to subscribe now to the KPRC2 YouTube channel, where we will provide live updates, as Bryce said, on this case every day of the trial. Thanks, Bryce.